Boydie, it's been a while. First of all, how have you been keeping during these strange times?
It's been too long, hasn't it? Yeah, no, it's been good as expected. Boys are back and trained really well, and now they're looking forward to rolling their sleeves up and having a crack.
We look out behind us as glorious sunshine at the Gardens. Has it felt as much like a pre-season as any other?
No, it is different, but we know we're in for a sprint or a very short 6 weeks, 9 games, pretty condensed. So we've had to prepare mentally and physically for that. So I think we're in good shape.
And the good thing about that is, I guess, with this break, the one good thing that comes out of it, I suppose, is you get a full squad back. How nice is it going to be to have options again in some problem positions you've had this season?
Oh, really good. And as you say, only Alex Waller, who's coming back from his Achilles snap, and Ollie Slytome, who's had a wee hamstring niggle. They're the only two that are not available for a selection immediately. As long as the COVID gods are good to us, we should be able to pick from everybody apart from those two.
You speak about the COVID gods. Obviously, this is a massive curveball that's been thrown at you. What's been, as a director of rugby, I'm sure it's different for the players, what's been the most challenging thing for you?
Oh, just keeping people connected and keeping people informed and making sure that we're united and together and have a singular focus. And I think, between COVID, the changes in the salary regulations, which involved, all sorts of other bits and pieces, staying connected and focused has been really important.
How have you done that? I guess at the start it was a case of a lot of digital connection as opposed to now that you're back in the club?
Yep, got sick of doing Zoom calls, no doubt about that, but I don't know how we would have survived without it. They were really good in the start, but then people did start to pine for that human connection, so they were like kids in a candy shop when they first came back in and actually saw each other, and social distancing was difficult, but we've adhered to what we needed to adhere to, and so I think it's time to play now.
Tell us about conditions. People will be saying that these are probably the kind of conditions that would suit Saints, but across the board it'll probably suit a lot of clubs, won't it?
Yep, most of the sides now are playing pretty optimistically and like to play, and even the sides that like to control the game by territory or slowing the game down, probably appreciate this sort of conditions. So I think the critical thing going forward is just keeping your squad healthy, managed, regenerated. All those sort of words are really important, because you can't get through the next bit, relying on 23 guys. You're going to have to go pretty deep into your squad. So that's what we'll have to do.
Wasps on Sunday, since you've last played them, there's been a lot of change. They've got a new head coach. Do you expect them to play differently? Do you expect them to be a different side turning up here?
No, I think they showed their cards at the back end of before COVID, where they had 3 or 4 or 5 games in a trot where they had wins. So they've got a lot of optimistic players. They play with a lot of energy and enthusiasm, and it's going to be 4 plays 5. It's going to be pretty decent ding dong.
See behind you, there's already banners going up on the terrace. No fans obviously coming here. That's one of the biggest strengths of this stadium, of this club. How weird is it going to be not to have that noise behind you on Sunday afternoon? Yeah,
we had a bit of a hit out internally here on Friday last week, and the boys said that it was a bit eerie not having people here, and I think probably step it up again when you're playing a true opposition. To have no one here, I think is going to be a bit of a challenge.
Does it take away home advantage to an extent, do you think, or is there ways around it?
I think in the one of the football leagues, it went from a 78% hometown victory to a 29%. So if that's anything to go by, it does make a bit of a difference. But we'll still want to protect the integrity of the Gardens.
Just finally, Chris, it's obviously been a long time. What are you looking forward to the most?
Just seeing the boys get out there and. There'll obviously be lots of energy and lots of enthusiasm. Whether they can play consistently at the pace that's going to be required will be interesting. But just for them to get back out and be involved, I think it's going to be really, really good.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.